All right, in our last video, we talked about everything you need to know before moving to Denver. Like, we're a very poorly dressed community.
Hey, what do you mean? These are my nicest $200 boots.
They are a pair of sweet parasols, but if you show up in Gucci or, I don't know, name any other fancy pants brand.
I can't, I'm from Colorado.
No, it's a dead giveaway that you're not from here. Or if it's 45 degrees and the sun is shining.
That's patio season, baby.
That's right, there's gonna be a line out the door for any restaurant with a good patio. But we're not just roasting Denver culture today, we're actually gonna talk about some big changes coming our way that are gonna impact traffic, commerce, and lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, I would hate for you to move to Denver, think you're moving next to one of its greatest amenities, only to find out you're gonna be living in a construction zone for the next 3 years. So we are Jake and Megan Friedel. We're here to break that down for you. We are full-time real estate agents, your part-time tour guides to all things Denver living. And if you have follow-up questions, that's what we're here for. All of our information is in the description below, so reach out to us whether you're moving in 90 days or 900 days.
Let's hit it.
What a surprise it would be to move to Denver and think you're going to be walking distance from Empower Stadium just to find out that thing is moving.
Yeah, and if you were in the Baker neighborhood across the highway thinking you're moving to a nice quiet neighborhood with great access to downtown, then in just a couple of years, it is going to be bombarded with sports fans every Sunday.
Yeah, either way, that would have huge consequences for you as a homeowner that we want you to know about. Burnham Rail Yard, right off of I-25 in Osage, is going to be the new location for Empower Field. Right now, there's not much going on there, so this is going to be a huge upgrade. Think a privately funded stadium with a retractable roof, perfect for games in all kinds of weather.
Yeah, and this is a huge project. It's gonna give us so much cool stuff on that side of town, and it's gonna cause a little chaos. But think huge events available all times of the year, and it even gives Denver the opportunity to make a play for the Super Bowl someday.
But yeah, if you're moving to the Sun Valley area and you're nervous, well, now there's just gonna be a super run-down area that we don't do anything to, that is far from the truth. It's gonna get a huge revitalization.
There's an awesome development coming to Sun Valley, and let's dive in. Sun Valley is historically a very isolated neighborhood with pretty low home values, and it's kind of tough to live in this area right now with the stadium where it is. But this new development is going to be awesome. We've got over 1,000 homes planned with mixed retail, live, work, play space planned, and the city's being really thoughtful about a hot button topic, gentrification. We've got over 50% of the homes planned for low-income housing with a deliberate equity strategy. This project ties into a whole riverfront redevelopment project where we've got 11 acres of riverfront being redeveloped to have more fun spaces and with some ecological things in mind designed for nature. And this is going to be like the missing link from the riverfront to all of the stadium districts. So we're going to have the whole city coming together in a much more cohesive way with more fun places to play. Even more, this ties into the redevelopment of Elitch Gardens. Now, the specific future of the area where Elitch Gardens, which is a giant amusement park if you're not from here, is a little up in the air, but it's going to be to redevelop for more housing. And what's really cool is that our amusement park is going to move over to the east side of town in Aurora. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, parking is going to be better. It's a fantastic redevelopment, and it'll only be a 25-minute drive. A couple years of construction, which is not going to be super fun, but in the long run, we've got way more fun areas to play in downtown Denver, which is going to really revitalize our down center, and it means great appreciation and really good things for home values. Next, we're talking about the Ball Arena development, which is where the Nuggets and the Avalanche play. So the Broncos are getting a brand new stadium and a whole new redevelopment there. Nuggets and Avalanche are getting a new development.
What are the Rockies gonna get?
Absolutely nothing, because they suck. But don't worry, Coors Field is still a really awesome place to go see a baseball game. And for you out of towners, it's a great time for you to go to see your home team beat the crap out of the Rockies. Right now, Ball Arena is basically a stadium in the middle of a giant sea of parking lots. So we're talking about taking the 50+ acres of parking lots and turning it into a whole retail sports fun zone. And we're connecting the area to Denver to make it more accessible to downtown. We're not just talking about a couple of new towers in here, we're talking about hotels, residences, a 5,000 person performance space. It's gonna be a huge connected sports entertainment fun zone. So if you're in Lodo, Lohi, Jefferson Park, or Auraria, this is a huge long-term boost to your lifestyle and your home value.
Let's take a second to be honest. Living anywhere near Denver is expensive, but there are some small initiatives that we're taking in Denver to try and alleviate some of that. In the middle of 2025, started some rule changes regarding ADUs, that's accessory dwelling units. And if you want to look specifically at the document, that's HB 241152. And the short of it, if a jurisdiction allows a separated single-family unit on the property, they have to allow ADUs too. Now you might be thinking, what about my HOA? They're always a buzzkill. Well, this rule actually supersedes anything that your HOA says. Now, they can still allow some reasonable restrictions, but in short, you should be allowed to have an ADU. Now, the second part of these changes is all of the grant money associated with that. Now, the grants for 2025 are closed. They are approved for a second round of grants. The beginning of this application process is February 2nd, and it goes throughout the month. There are talks of a third grant on its way, so don't lose hope if you've already missed that deadline.
Last big change coming our way for the day is the 16th Street Mall reconstruction and redesign project. 16th Street used to be like the coolest place in downtown Denver. A couple things happened. One, there ended up being some other cooler neighborhoods like the Highlands to be, but also COVID crushed downtown Denver. And now we've got tons of open space and office vacancies, and it is kind of a dead zone. So they've already taken on some reconstruction of 16th Street Mall. It is wider, we've got new pavers and just easier walkways and a little more cohesion in how you get around. But what's coming is even more. We've got retail refreshes, event spaces, and more patios coming your way, trying to turn downtown into a genuine main street, not just a transportation corridor like it currently is. And we've got substantial increases to residential areas, so we're gonna turn a lot of those old abandoned office buildings into places to live, which is gonna mean more people, more energy, and more stuff happening in the downtown area. They're also completely redoing Civic Center Park, which is a big park and event space across the street from the Capitol building. And it's gonna make it a much better place for all kinds of things, events, festivals, and sorts of things. So what we've got is short-term cranes, construction equipment, lots of things in the way, but long-term, a much more livable and walkable downtown area.
So how does this impact you as a potential homeowner in any of these areas? Well, in all of these that are experiencing revitalization and construction and growth, we think that it's going to have a net positive impact. You know, more nightlife, more entertainment, and revitalization to the community. We feel like this will bring property values up, but we do have to, of course, touch on the fact that where the old stadium is, we don't for sure know what's going in there. There's a plan of some mixed-use housing, restaurants, entertainment, and that should be positive, but there's a potential that that sits vacant for a little while. And there's also, of course, the potential that they do put things in there that are net negative. I think that's unlikely. I'd say for everything we've kind of talked about today, probably an increase of property values.
To piggyback on that idea about plans not coming through, a few years back, Denver had plans to take the entire section of I-70 from I-225 all the way to I-25, completely underground, completing parks and all sorts of cool things on top of it. It never happened. It was a 20-year timeline, and they did everything just in a couple years. They still made it a lot better, but they didn't follow through with their plans. So there's always a chance that financing comes through, plans change for some of the big billionaires who are making all these changes, and things don't happen exactly how they say it's going to. So if you're considering a neighborhood where you'd like to have an ADU, we can show you the neighborhoods that actually have the best lots situated to do just that. And if you're looking to see a tour of the city, how it is currently versus comparing how it's going to change in the future, we're happy to drive you around and show you what is planned and how it's all going to end out. Last piece to touch on here, Denver is not the most walkable city you've ever visited, but all of these changes are going to make the downtown area especially a lot more walkable.
Denver is always changing, so before you move here, make sure you stay up to date, subscribe to our channel, and when you're ready to take a look around and find the perfect neighborhood for you, give us a call and we'll get you a private tour.
Yeah, even if Denver City proper isn't for you, we've got videos on all kinds of neighborhoods, everything surrounding Denver. So give us a follow and we'll see you soon.